Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I want to speak about a very important feature of Linux. We're speaking about Systemd. So Systemd, this is a really wide spoken topic in Linux. I don't want to go through too much. Just tell you that it's a very recent, let's say, if you can speak about 2010, 2011 has been created, it's replaced the old initialization system in Linux. So it was sysvi in it, or however you want to call it. And Systemd is more innovative, it's more new, it's more interesting, has a lot of features. It's been also a subject of controversy, to be honest, because it creates a lot of dependencies, complex, and for some reason, some users, let's say some older users of Linux says that it can create a little bit of, let's say, it removed the real feature of Linux, creating too many dependencies, too much complex, too complex, as I said before. It can create some problems in managing, but to me it looks like instead quite useful to have it. But anyway, it depends on what you're doing. Let's say that Systemd has a lot of good features, let's say. Yes, because let's say that in this case we can explain the good side of Systemd, and it has a lot, as I say. Generally, we can say that it's a kind of system and service manager for Linux OS. Okay, so it's responsible for initializing, as I said before, and managing all the system services, daemons, other processes, especially during the boot up, and not only every time, every moment in the system, real time, and when the system, as I say, is running. What does it do? It handles the process of starting, stopping. Now we will show you why through a command. And managing service on Linux. Tracks processes using C groups, kernel C groups functionality. It provides also an advanced monitoring and management capabilities. Improves a lot the system boot up time, for sure, and enhance overall system performance, because it does a kind of parallelizing of the startup process. Last but not least, it offers a login and journaling functionality because it provides a centralized location for system logs. And we will go through it as well in a short demonstration, short example with the command. So it facilitates it in this case with this kind of centralized login, troubleshooting, and access to system information. So the main feature, as I say, are managing services, unit files, how service would be started, stopped, and monitored, and yeah. So basically, let's see together how it works. Yes. So basically, let's go through it one by one. So let's say that through Systemctl, that is the main command. It's not only the only one command, but it's the main command used to interact with Systemd. That, as I say, is a system and service manager for the new operating system of Linux based on Debian and Red Hat both. The new version will have Systemd, guys. Make sure that it doesn't have anymore the old system init structure. So now we are in Systemd, and it's different. We have a different situation now. So how do we recognize that we are Systemd? By doing this. We try to run Systemctl, for example, and this is the main command. And if you do this, it will show all the units that are present in the system. Units are basically the configuration files for all the services, sockets, mount point, targets, because Systemd doesn't manage only the services, but also devices, for example. You can see the status of a device. That's why it's very useful. You can do everything now with this tool. And the target, the mount point, the socket. But especially so far, as far as my experience, for my experience, I use it for services mostly. But you can use it for, you see from here what I mean, sys devices, for example. boot mount, Oracle mount. This is Systemctl run like this. It show all the system loaded and in the system now, and all the with all the status. Okay. If you want to show also the inactive one, you simply list, you simply do this command. All, and it shows also the inactive one. So basically, it's everything basically with this command related to systemd in the units. So as I said, the units have a configuration file. That's very important because we can access through it. I will show you this later. At the moment, I want to show you a practical example of how to interact with systemd. So basically, systemd has this kind of command. This is the main command that allows to interact with the service. So let's say that I want to see the status of the service of, I don't know, SSHD. Most of the services that you have in systemd finish with D, because they put a D as a daemon that stands after, displays at the end of the word. So you can put as well service, but you can abbreviate like this. So you can do like this, or you can simply do systemd, SSHD. Okay, so this will show you all the features. So for example, in this case, we seen that is loaded our unit related to this case a service of SSH. But as I say, the units can be also sockets. Okay, so then I will show you how to filter the sockets and the units in the units field list. So we have this command. We can also restart if you can stop SSHD. And now if you see the status, you will see that will be something different. You see that is inactive. Okay, so it's dead because we stopped it. We can also reload this. Now I will restart it because we stopped it. We can also reload this service. Oh, pardon, guys, I forgot my fault. I forgot CTL. It's part of the command. We can also reload. This will reload the service. For example, when we edited some files, the configuration file, without restarting. So it won't restart the service like this. It won't affect, for example, something that is running now. Just reload it without effect. So it's a little bit more, let's say, it's more calm. It's more silent. It doesn't do anything, but it will reload the settings, the configuration, in case we have edited. We can also disable. So when we will restart the system, it won't be enabled. It won't be starting. Okay. So now you will see what happens. Systemctl again, guys. Sorry, I'm used with the old system, and I am using to the new one. You see that it say remove etc system multi-target. What happens when we enable or disable? It will create a symbolic link from one folder to another. Okay, so now I show you what I mean. Systemctl, you see that now I say create a symbolic link. Okay, so ECC systemd system multi-user target wants CCHC service. Okay, so basically from here it creates a link to this one that is the main library or fork directory for systemd. It lists all the services. So I want to show you one thing now, guys. Okay, so here are listed all the units of systemd. Okay, so this is the main folder, main directory. We will have also our SSHD. This one, this one is the unit. And as I said, the units are not only related to services, but we have also sockets. You know, we have journald. Okay, journald I was mentioning before. Journald is another important unit of systemd, and it serves. It's necessary for checking the logs. So it's basically the journal of the system. It tracks all the logs, all the, you can retrieve errors, warning, whatever you want that happens in the, it's a centralized log, very, very easy to manage. How do you manage this? Is a journal CTL, as I say, is a feature, I don't know, XC. This is one of the parameters that you can use, and it will show all the journal, the login, and what happened in the system so far. So what we did, it tracks everything, and you see that it shows what I did before. I reload a job unit for SSH service. I did it just a few minutes ago. Reloaded open SSH server daemon, etc., etc. So basically, it will track everything. Okay. So let's clear a bit. You have a really a very good and powerful tool here. So I think it's very important to learn to use this. Okay, guys. So I wanted to show you another good thing for another example. Yeah. So you can list the units, as I said, comparing to other you can. So guys, I was saying that Systemctl is very powerful because it can really do many things. Let's see some example again at this point, other than what I showed you before. By the way, there is another way to see if, let's say, before I show you how to enable the service. Let's say that you want to enable, for example, to check if it's active the service. We can check like this, for example, and it says enabled. You remember it was enabled already. We can check if it's active or not. It's enough to do this if you want to make sure, and it say it's active. Okay, so always fail as well. Do many things with this command. It's really very powerful. Before I show you how to list all the units that, as I say, included sockets, service sockets, services, mount point, target, devices. Let's say that I wanted to filter all the units, for example, the one that are in state inactive. Of course, in this case, for example, SHT won't be part of it because it's active. You see, here we see all the inactive, it's filtered inactive. So all the service, the units that are inactive. So clear, let's give a little bit more nicer screen. And let's say we can also filter if you want, for example, to show all the services present in the system. Let's say that I want to show you or to show all the service present in the system, and we do like this, and we filter for the units that are services all in the system. Something is not working. No, pardon. I just I have put two dash, so of course it doesn't work. You see, so this one it's filtered for services, so the units that are services. Okay, but we can also filter, for example, in another way. We can also filter the type of sockets. Socket, for example, everything. These are all the unit sockets that we have. Okay, so you see there is everything, as information, if it's active, is listening, because we are speaking about sockets, so that's important. Another important feature, so parameter to check. Okay, so I will do another video about sockets one day. Anyway, you understand, you can use also filters here. Another thing that I wanted to show you, yeah, the last part that I wanted to show you, then I'm done with this video, is that we can also check, for example, the folder where all the units are located, and that's another important thing, because here you can configure all the units. For example, you can give some parameters you want. You can change the memory dedicated to the size of the memory that is dedicated to a kind of service in systemd, and the folder you use the configuration file. As you know, guys, the etc folder is the main configuration folder in Linux, where there are all configuration files. Let's go to the configuration files folder of the units of systemd. Let's say now we are in the units folder, and you see, for example, if you go for here we have all the units and the configuration units, and here we want to check where is our service that we are interested to check. We don't have any configuration file here, but it's definitely inside some folder. Anyway, here we can check we can check which one is the right folder we are interested in. So anyway, this is the main folder, but we have also another one that I can check with you if you want. We can go through these together, and this is another main, contains all the executable, the one already present in the folder in the system. etc, it helps us to configure. So let's see if we found our SHD here. Yes, it is SHD service. So basically here it's the unit, the configuration file for the unit SHD. And here we can create a link. We can create go in etc and configure in etc folder. Okay, so basically it's always better to configure through the etc folder, not to this folder. Anyway, we can check how is the default configuration file. So we can do like this now. But remember, it's always good to configure from the etc folder, creating another link file. So this is so as you see here, we can change what we need. We can change this parameter, anything we need. So, but we don't do it here, but we do from the etc folder. Anyway, guys, I hope it's been exhaustive, and I gave you a kind of overview of what is SHD. Systemd, pardon, with this practical example of SHD. And remember that anyway, the most important feature of systemd is the one that I described at the beginning. Okay, so I will go through more details with the systemd for other kind of features one by one in the next videos. At the moment, I hope I gave you a good introduction of this tool, of this powerful system and service manager, and the new one that we have in Linux. And thank you again for watching the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you very much and have a great day.